Hi guys, welcome to our very first episode of Light League. My name's Daniel.
I'm Austin.
I'm Elliot.
And I'm Sarah.
Oh well, this podcast is going to be mainly about our journey, our story of going through film photography, film stocks, lenses, bodies, all of that sort. We just wanted to share our experiences. We're all pretty new to this. I personally have, it's been like 6-ish months. So we're all pretty new. So we just wanted to share that with y'all.
Yeah, and we're super excited too. So
Let's just jump right to it.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess. So first one, what got you into shooting film?
What got me into shooting film? Well, so I came across my granddad's old film camera. And that kind of got me into it. After that, I kind of fell in love with the process of shooting film, the different stocks. Not really seeing the immediate result after I take that first shot, you know. After that, I got into more 35, so I went to an AE1 program, and after that, I kind of got into Yashica Electro 35, and now I'm kind of crazy about my Mamiya 645 Super.
Cool. Austin?
What about you, Austin? What got you into
Shooting
Film.
shooting film?
Right. So I actually started in digital photography. So I had my own DSLR, and that one got stolen. But similar to Daniel, I had my granddad's Canon TX that I just found while I was cleaning out his garage, and it just kind of sat on my desk until a few weeks ago, when Daniel really encouraged me to go shooting with all of them, and we went to Balboa Pier, and after I sent in my first roll of film to be developed, we realized, or they told me at Goodman Film Lab, that the roll, only 2 exposures came out because a lot of light leaks. So 2 out of 36 exposures came out. So I was kind of sad.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I've been using Daniel's AE1, and I actually just purchased my own Canon AE1 program, black,
Nice.
Exciting.
recently. It's coming in the mail soon,
Yes.
hopefully by next week.
Yeah.
So I'll be transitioning into that. But they all just kind of got me into the world of film. I'm really new to it, still like 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm really excited to see where this can go, where film photography is gonna take me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess for me, I started like 3 months ago, and that was because of Daniel. He first introduced me to it. I was kind of against it, but I don't know what drew me to it, but I just was like, you know what, let me try it out.
Yeah.
And I started trying his Canon AE1, not the program, but the regular AE1, and that was really fun. So I purchased my first SLR, which was the Olympus OM1N, and that one's like my baby now.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It's nice.
It's a
And
solid
then
camera.
and then I started kind of going wild, and
A little.
A little bit.
Little.
Just a little bit.
I got the Yashica Electro 35 GSN, and then I went into the Minolta XD11. So those are my 3 main SLRs, and then I just recently purchased the RZ67 Pro, the Mamiya RZ67.
The big baby.
Yeah,
Seriously.
broke my bank doing that, but no regrets, kinda.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
I mean, the photos are coming out really
Amazing.
nice,
Yeah.
so like, been
Very
crazed
good.
on that right now. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
Nice.
And then what about you?
I started roughly around the same time. Hala also got me into it. I really didn't know what, shooting film would really be like. The only reference I had was, shooting with a Polaroid or a disposable camera as a child. And I think I just kind of started because I was curious. You know, why not? So we're scrolling through eBay, like literally as all of us are addicted to eBay right now. And I ended up coming across this AE1, and right on the spot I just purchased it. So we got it, and then we just went out and started shooting, and I ended up really enjoying it. So, I think this is just a growing passion for all of us. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited also to kind of see, where we're going to end up. Who knows when, but yeah, I think we're off to a good start. You know, so
And then she also purchased a TLR right there.
I did.
Rolleiflex
I started
is a
going
cute
into
cute
medium
little
format.
Yes.
Wow. We'll get into that later in terms of like what gear. Well, actually, what gear do you guys all use? Well, you
Oh.
mentioned. Was there any gear that you haven't mentioned?
I think we
I don't think
mentioned.
so. That's pretty much it. But I mean, right now I'm like super crazy about my Mamiya 645.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the medium format.
Mhm.
It's not as big as a 6.7 or
Or the 6x6.
6x6, but
Still more
Pointed out.
detail.
being able to shoot 15 frames is nice, you know, instead of 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still love my A1 program. It's just nice to have a quick and easy, like slip it out,
Yeah.
click, and put it away. But I really do enjoy taking my time on focusing, composing my the frame with my 645 Suki.
Mhm.
Cool. So then why is it that you guys decided to shoot film over digital?
Digital never was attractive to me, to be honest. Yeah,
Why not?
I really don't know. It didn't. I wasn't drawn to it like I was drawn to film.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'm a very slow guy. I like to slow things down throughout my day.
Mm.
I think, and shooting film just helps that process. So me personally, like why I shoot film is it helps me think about my week, my day. I get to slow down, look around to the small details, and so I never thought about shooting digital actually.
I remember you saying also like digital. With digital, it's kind of like I can shoot it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, same thing with film, but DSLR is like you can get the picture immediately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it, delete it, take another one.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
And then it kind of
yeah.
just you're like I can take it next time. So it's kind of like I feel like sometimes it's just your camera just sits there.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think with digital also, it's hard to be intentional with your shots just because
that is very
You
true.
have room to
Very
like
true.
trial and error.
Yeah.
and it's so like I think it's so easy to just set it to automatic, just click
Oh, yeah.
click, take pictures of everything,
That's true.
and then fill up an SD card to be like 1,000 pictures, and you only like
Just
Four.
choose one.
like,
choose like one or two.
one or
out of
two
it.
of those out
Yeah,
of 1,000.
seriously, that's true.
And I was a victim of that at first, where I would just take a picture of anything. But I think going into film now, even just being in film for about 2 to 3 weeks, it's really training me to be more intentional with the shots I
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you only have like 24 to like 36 exposures, or even in your case, like
I have
12.
10
Yeah.
with my Mamiya, so I really
Yeah.
gotta be intentional.
so you only have so many exposures per roll of film, and those rolls of film are money.
yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
money
that
to
adds
buy
up.
and money to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to be really, really intentional with what you're shooting. You have to know what you're shooting, and you have to like it, or
Yeah.
else you're just gonna be wasting a bunch of money.
True.
That is true.
Which we still do, kind of. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a
Yeah.
trial and error. It's a
We're
very
still learning.
trial and error process.
still
you know.
learning
Yeah,
how
it's
to-
inevitable.
Yeah.
But-
Take good shots.
Yeah. But it's a growing and learning process, so it's good.
Which reminds me, like, I think one of the really, like, precious moments I feel like in film is when you shoot a good shot, you don't really know how it turned out, and you get it developed, and it comes back better than you expected.
Yeah,
Or
it's such a
even,
good
like,
feeling.
Yeah.
It's something that blows you away, and you're like, I can't believe I shot
It's
this.
like opening a present
Yeah.
on Christmas.
Yeah. I think
That's
that's one of the most precious moments in film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also get those shots where I'm like, oh, I know that one's gonna be blurry, and you're like, crap, but it's okay. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why, for you, do you choose film over digital?
I think they kind of just covered most of that.
Mhm.
Like, I think, yeah, the intention behind it. And I think I do have that collector's mindset.
Yeah.
I've done
I
this
feel you.
with Pokemon cards, Magic cards. If
That is very true.
Yeah, so it's like, I think just going back to like the just basics, I guess, is kind of what drew me. And I think just the aesthetics, like I think same with you, where it came to like just like the film already comes with like a filter, a set filter, like yeah. So I mean, I think the aesthetics of the film itself just looks more pretty than a DSLR. Like DSLR will capture what's there,
Yeah.
and then most people edit it.
Yeah.
But with these, I feel like there's not as much you need to edit.
Yeah. Even if you don't edit it, it still
Yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
talking about like when you say natural filters, you're kind of referencing like, you know, sometimes you get film that has a natural like grain to it, or,
Or like a blue.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I personally like film because, well, for starters, I was never really big on electronics in general. In fact, I'm awful with them.
That's so true.
Like it's bad. Like I should not be in this era, but it's okay. Leading into that, I think I just value the tedious process of film. So, you know, down to reloading my camera, to rolling it up and then getting it sent and developed, cocking and shooting. Like I think knowing that I could do those manually myself with less error and like less dependency on like digital stuff, I'm kind of drawn to it. I think it's just one of my genuine interests also, because I'm very old school. Like, give me a typewriter, I'll use it for hours. You know, pen and paper kind of girl. Like,
You always had that kind of drawn towards the
yeah, I
older.
think that's just, and I feel like this is just more suitable in that type of, I don't know, like aesthetic or like, you know, interest, I suppose.
Yeah,
So I think
interest,
that's, one of the biggest reasons why I'm so much more drawn to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always had a curiosity, and
I
then when
did.
Daniel brought it up, you were just like, your
I
eyes
go
just
right
lit
in,
up. Yeah.
like, yeah.
She was the one that was pushing more than I was.
Yeah,
But
I
just a
didn't
side
really-
note though, sometimes I genuinely wonder, what have I done? Because I kind of made them spend so much money on film and cameras.
But I'm glad that we tried it
Guilty.
out because we didn't know we would be so passionate about it.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
You know, had we not stepped foot in this door.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
is
like
true.
like if you didn't introduce it to me, I don't know if I would have just gone out and bought a film camera.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
true.
I feel like people don't really go and pursue those interests unless they have some sort of background knowledge and then like even just the slightest interest. But
Yeah.
you know, you helped us out with that, which is pretty cool because like look what happened.
That's how we started this
In all the
podcast
best
too.
ways,
yeah.
though. Nice. Okay.
I get.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I guess another thing would be, what's something you dislike about film?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because like we still gotta weigh the pros and cons of
Yeah.
film. We can't
Oh.
just give them like.
The anticipation. It's like a love-hate relationship. I think going and getting your film developed, it's like it's a waiting game. You know, you
Yeah.
have to go to the film lab. You don't know how the film lab is in terms of their work because, you know, wedding season, they get pretty backed up, meaning you're not going to get your negatives or your scans for, 1 to 2 weeks. So I feel like that waiting game makes me antsy. But it's like a good thing because it's like you're excited to know what your photos are going to come out and look like. But
True.
but I hate waiting. You know? What about you guys?
For me, I guess the kind of how tedious it can get sometimes with the whole manual. We use our phones for light meters to get the correct exposure, and then I have to set everything up. I mean, there's beauty in that as well, but then sometimes I'm like, I wish I had a DSLR because I could have just quickly just snapped it.
That is true.
Because there's some scenes where like you only get a few seconds to capture,
That is true.
That's
and
true.
with the film, it's sometimes hard to do that. And I guess that's why I kind of bought the rangefinder to try and do that, but I've been struggling with that right now, but still learning on that. But I think that, and I guess sometimes film loading can be really hassle too.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah, you love it.
I love it.
I have to do it on my big ass
That's
RZ67.
true. That's true. It is a much more tedious
And,
process
like,
for you.
I have to find somewhere to sit and like pull it out,
Yeah.
wind it. I mean, it's fun, but sometimes when we're short on time, trying to get as much sunlight as possible, sometimes I get a little antsy. I'm just like, God, I have to do this quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly the lightest camera, so
Yeah.
it is kind of important for you to be able to find a resting place to be able to
Secure
do that.
resting place,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I think those are my two biggest complaints.
What
About
about
you?
You know what? To be honest, I don't think I've kind of ventured far enough into film to find something that kind of sticks out as something I dislike. It's more of like the differences are being highlighted of analog versus digital, and I haven't really found anything that I dislike about it necessarily. I think it's just because I'm kind of being more like familiarized with film photography. So it's like more than just like for me finding something I dislike, I'm kind of excited about like the new things that
Yeah.
are kind of being brought up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
brand new to you, so you're kind of just soaking everything.
Yeah, it's a new experience. I was really bummed out that the first role that I sent in didn't really come out, but I mean,
it's okay.
But I was just thinking, I'm glad that didn't discourage you from
Yeah.
like pursuing
for
it,
sure.
you know, because like you understand that that's inevitable. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna happen to all of us, and it has. But I'm glad that wasn't something that was just like, oh, I don't want to try it
yeah,
anymore.
I quit. I'm out.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same boat where I haven't really found anything that I like absolutely hate or like, don't like about shooting film. I think the one complaint I do have sometimes is when let's say I buy a new camera or try something new. Like I don't know what to expect. Sometimes I don't know how to work the camera. You know, if it's a new one, like most
Like your
recently on my
6.5.
6.5, I didn't realize my it was on the multi exposure setting, and I was just kind of shooting everything on one frame. Even with like the dark slide, I was like, okay, where would I put this? You know, so it's like those small little quirks. Like each camera is so different.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not
They're
really
very
like
diverse.
a hate aspect about film. Just enjoyed it so far. I think
It's
I'm
just
gonna
like
keep going.
trying to figure out how to like function each camera
Yeah.
because they're
No.
so like unique in each and individual like every
Yeah,
individual
for sure.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think another thing I just thought of is, I guess, the limitations on film stock. Sure, Kodak and Fuji, they're bringing out new ones and old ones that were popular back then.
Mm-hmm.
I think
They have decreased.
they have decreased,
Number.
and also like the rising trend of shooting film, kind of like puts certain stocks in limited quantity as well.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's just something that is inevitable. Like, we can't control it. It's a good thing that people are shooting more film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little me complaining.
So then who have your inspirations been in terms of film? What inspired you to
I
do
think
film?
we all can agree that Willem
Willem!
Verbeek is
Willem, notice us, please!
You haven't really been. Not for me, because I'm generally kind of new to it. I've only really gotten to know the digital photography side.
Yeah.
So I really haven't ventured into like
Looking
any
at-
inspirational people in film photography.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting for me because you guys all have a style that you guys kind of have seen from Wilhelm. You guys have all kind of like shot your own pictures, kind of seen what you guys like, what you guys tend to not like. For me, I'm just going in with a blank slate. Like
That's true.
I don't know who I'm framing myself after, what I'm shooting, what I like, what I don't like, and then it's just
Yeah, you're just testing the waters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
for me-
okay because that'll come in time.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I think I really like the fact that I don't really have anyone that inspires me. It's just I just kind of see everyone on like the same level
Yeah.
right now
Which
because
honestly is really good.
Yeah.
because you guys are like I think the only people that I really know and interact with that shoot film.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we all like kind of consider ourselves to be around the same level in terms of, like, we're beginners
Yeah.
in film photography.
Mhm.
Me maybe a little more than them, but yeah, like, so I don't really have anyone that inspires me yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
That's okay.
Willem.
Yeah, but we've been pretty
Willem, Corey,
obsessed about Willem,
Joe.
Corey, Matt Day, Joe.
Yeah.
They've all been. It's been nice to see their pictures and their process and really how they shoot film.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. I actually recently came back on social media.
Because of film.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of film. I took like it was like about a year and a half.
It's a long hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
But it was honestly nice.
But it was healthy.
It was
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys definitely inspire all of us to really think about what we're shooting.
Yeah.
You know?
So then in terms of what you guys shoot, what in particular do you really enjoy shooting?
What about you?
I think ever since I had my DSLR, I've enjoyed shooting landscape, and I think that just came from I've been camping since like I can remember as a child, and I just enjoyed viewing like just beautiful landscape. So I've always enjoyed shooting landscape, which is I think why I got the RZ67 as well, just because it can catch so much and so much detail. I felt I was kind of limited to with the SLR when it came to landscape shots sometimes. So yeah, I think my main one is landscape, and I've been trying to get into portrait. It was kind of awkward. I always didn't like taking portrait shots because it's just really awkward. Telling the other person, "Hey, can you stand this way? Smile."
Let me get real close to your
Yeah.
I
face.
was like,
And hold it.
Yeah, and I think all of us aren't really comfortable getting our shots taken either. So it's like,
but it's good that you're practicing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I think
Um,
the main thing I
But
enjoyed.
you've taken some solid ones so far.
Yeah.
You know, you've taken a couple solid portraits.
I praise the camera for that.
Yeah, it looks good. It really does.
So another question to you is, what would you like to shoot more of then in the future?
So I always enjoyed nature photography, mainly like rocks. I didn't really like the tree aesthetics for some reason, because I think growing up in California, we don't have a lot of trees.
Yeah, we know.
So,
Sorry,
like-
Southern California.
Yeah, and like all the places I've been to, like Yellowstone, the Archies, Joshua Tree, Bryce Canyon, and all that, they're kind of more rock formations, or like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
And like that's what really amazes me, and I think I want to capture that, especially on my Mamiya. I would love to capture it on that. So I think that's like what I really want to shoot in the future.
Sweet.
Austin?
What do you enjoy shooting?
I'm kind of the same as Elliot, where when I was in digital photography, the first lens I bought, besides my 50mm, was a Tokina 11-16, because getting that ultra wide angle for those really big landscapes was really what I was going for. So I really fell in love with landscape photography when I had my DSLR, and just kind of venturing into film photography. We haven't really gone to anywhere where like you can get really good landscapes yet. And
In time, in
it's like
time.
more like skylines. That we're
Yeah.
really into.
so I've just been kind of like making do with what I have in front of me.
Yeah.
Taking a lot of pictures of like skylines, like buildings, like street photography. It's a little more difficult, especially because you have to take your time. It's a little harder to take a picture of like moving objects, like moving people, cars. But yeah, I tend to like to take pictures of things that are a little more static, or like just like they're standing still.
Yeah,
So you
like
can take your time and focus.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
True.
True.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Sweet. Well, for me, I really enjoy shooting people. Other than that, I think small details. I really like finding interesting angles of either buildings or walls or really anything. Just finding that small detail in that frame. Regarding people, I really like, I don't know, everyday business. You know, people are walking in a crosswalk, just little click.
Yeah.
You know,
Like a day in a life
Yeah.
of someone else. Yeah.
just a day in life, honestly.
Yeah, not necessarily portrait shots.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, I do like portraits. I mean, recently I think I burned
Oh, yeah,
through 2 rolls of just portraits of my coworkers in Costa
That's
Mesa.
true. They were good.
You know,
they
and
were good.
yeah, I do like them. You know, that's one thing. I forget who said it, but they said to take portraits or pictures of the people that are closest to you. You know, which even today makes me even sad and like consider even more because like Kobe passed away. You know, you know. I mean, I didn't know him, but still, he was someone who impacted my life, and so it's kind of like that. Like we don't know when people are going to pass, so like photographing them, creating memories of shooting them, you know, making them awkward as they smile for more than 10 seconds as you focus on their face,
True.
is what I, you know, want to do in the future more of like portraits and just people, you know. So, what about you, Sarah?
Oh, Kobe. Rest in peace, man.
Seriously.
His daughter, dude. Prayers out to the family, though.
Yeah.
But getting back on track, I think I'm still trying to figure out what it is I like shooting.
Dumpsters.
Okay, wait. Actually,
That's not
okay,
true.
wait.
Dumpster
I
fetish.
do have this really weird fetish for dumpsters. That's so true. They
Don't-
have to
don't
be
call it
like
a fetish.
it's
Don't
a
call it a
fetish.
fetish.
It's a
No,
fetish. No, I'm just
no.
kidding. Okay, no.
Oh god.
It's
Oh,
a dumpster
gosh.
fetish.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
But I do admit, in LA, there are nice dumpsters. They're very artistic.
Like,
and
yeah,
places.
very
Yeah,
good
they're just
Very
aesthetically
interesting
pleasing
places.
dumpsters. Like
I think ever since
they'll be
Santa
like
Ana.
tagged up or something. Yeah.
Ever since the Santa Ana
Yeah.
one
It
we went
was.
to.
It was like super tagged up, and then the wall behind it had just like a beautifully painted mural, and that's really where it
Yeah.
started.
And like nowadays when we go shooting, she's always like, "Ooh, dumpster."
That's a nice dumpster.
Yeah. So other than
Other than
other
the
than the
dumpsters.
dumpsters, I think I'm still trying to figure out what my medium is. I have this really weird and wide range of little interests, whether it be like vintage antiques from a store to, you know, little details that you see at like a really pretty coffee shop or something. But I'm in a phase where I'm trying to look for a theme that still allows me to express my personality through my photos. But I think that'll kind of just come in time.
Yeah.
You
Agreed.
know, I think for now, what I'm really just honing down on is how to perfect my skills in terms of learning how to manually shoot the camera
Yeah.
or things like
How
that.
to
You know,
compose the shot.
yeah. So I think those are kind of my priorities right now.
Mm.
But in terms of what I like shooting, it's just I'm kind of everywhere right now. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So then, what is it that you guys really hope to achieve through shooting film? Do you have any goals set for yourself? Interests in where you want to be later down the line?
Honestly, I think for me, where I want to go with this hobby or whatnot, it's not really like a career or anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
Making a career.
making a career or
Right.
having like a side gig. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind that, but that's not my focus.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Obviously, it has really helped me just to process my life. I'm not the type of person to sit down and think, well, like, how am I feeling now? You know.
Mhm.
But film has definitely allowed me to slow down. I think if anything, in the long run, I want to maybe release a zine or some sort of work.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just give it out to friends and family who, you know, have walked along with me in this process.
Mhm.
I do want to travel out of the country. I mean, I've been to a lot of countries, but like I haven't photographed anything other than using my phone to take pictures of it.
Yeah.
You know? So I do want to go travel and, you know, take pictures in India or Thailand, go back to Nepal, you know. So, yeah, that's what I hope to do sometime in the future.
Yeah, those are solid
Yeah.
achievements. What about you, Austin?
Let's see. Honestly, I'm not too sure what I want to achieve.
And
Honestly?
I think that's fine. Honestly, because
Yeah.
you're exploring, you're touching the surface of film and just
Uh-huh.
really of any hobby. Like as you dive deep into it, you'll
Yeah.
figure out what you want to do.
I think I'm just trying to have fun
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
what I'm doing
it's a
right
hobby.
now.
Enjoy
Yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like a chore or anything. Like, oh, I gotta go shoot. Like, I gotta get through this role now. I gotta go develop it.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe just connecting with people like around me, whether that means taking portraits or that means going to shoot with other people, not just you guys. Maybe I could, because I'm sure like a lot of people can just connect. Like, oh, you shoot film, I shoot film too. Like, oh, let's
Yeah.
go shoot sometime.
Yeah.
I literally just talked about that with someone the other day, like
Mm.
that I knew, and I was like, oh, like let's go shooting sometime, like, and yeah, as of right now, it's just connecting with people, having fun. There isn't much else that I'm hoping to achieve as of right now, but I'm sure that'll change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great way to bond. I feel like. With
Yeah.
film.
I mean, we've gotten so much closer because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally hanging out every single day. Like,
Every day.
But
like
yeah,
literally.
it's
Sorry, go ahead.
It's enjoyable. you
It
know?
Yeah.
is. It is. Like if we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I think even recently, what was it yesterday or something, when we were in LA, we ran across a couple friends,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
met new people, and just really got to see their work and whatnot. And I think I would like for us or at least for me to like go and do that, you know, go to like meet and greets or like even like little get-togethers of like people that you don't know who shoot film,
Sure.
because you can connect through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's just so much out there that we've yet to learn.
Oh yeah.
And we're all just so excited to learn. You know, we know that there's going to be growth. There's always room for growth, really. So, yeah. What about you? Achievements?
So achievements, I haven't really thought much about that. I think I've been on the same page as with like Austin, kind of just enjoying what I'm doing. I guess when you brought up the zine, I think that's kind of what kind of remind me though. I do definitely want to make a zine. I don't know what I want to make it of, but like I
Rocks. Nice rocks.
Rocks.
That's a good rock.
Big rocks.
Small rock, big rock.
Big ass rock.
Damn.
Oh hell no!
Oh, no.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think for now that's like my biggest thing. Not really looking for a career or anything through this. I think I enjoy it so much, and I feel like I want this to be something I carry on till I'm older. Maybe even pass on to my children or grandchildren. Just like how you guys found your like granddad's old camera.
Yeah.
You guys got into it. I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah, I think for me, top I guess would be the zine.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a really good
Me
one.
too. I
Yeah.
feel like we'll all just want a zine at
Yeah.
one point, though.
Honestly, I want to make one as like a Christmas gift and be like, here, y'all can have my.
That would be a good
My
Christmas
photo-
gift,
my photo
though.
collection.
Yeah, that's good.
My
What
work.
about you, Sarah? What do you hope
In
to
terms of
achieve?
achievements and goals, I think I really just want to do this for my own, I guess for my own personal joys, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for example, I want to do this little photo journal. Like I bought a leather journal and I intend to do like prints, like maybe 4x4s or 2x3s of little prints of the film photos I've taken. And part of the reason why I wanted to do that was because all my childhood photos and like home videos were actually thrown out. So like,
Who the hell?
all my stuff was at my
What the
aunt's,
hell?
and then she moved, and then she ended up getting rid of them without, consulting any of us about it. So I have no recollection of any of my childhood, in terms of pictures and videos. And so, I do enjoy journals, and I know that one day my journals are gonna be read by my kids down the line, and I would love for them to be able to have like a tangible of the photos I've taken. And I think that's kind of me trying to fill that void, and prevent that from happening again. So I
Create your
think,
own memories.
yeah, exactly. So that's kind of just like, it's a personal goal and achievement that's like really meaningful to me. And then I think another thing is really just trying to find, that theme. The theme that really portrays my personality and like allows me to express myself through images.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I know it's just, again, it's time,
Yeah.
experience, it's practice. So
It's a process.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which will come in time. But yeah. Any other questions you guys wanted to discuss, or like any questions you wanted to ask the audience?
I mean, I think it'd be nice to see, or like read or hear or engage with you guys of like, if you shoot film, what do you shoot? What
Mhm.
stocks
Yeah.
are you using? What camera do you use? What lens do you use? Or if you want to shoot it, like if you have any questions of like where you can start, there's so many options out there.
Yeah.
I mean, our knowledge is pretty limited too, but I feel like the four of us has gone through quite the amount of cameras.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't all of it. Like I have more at home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, just throw us some questions.
Yeah, be sure to leave it in the comments. Not even just talk to us, but talk amongst each other. Let each other know what you guys have enjoyed during your experience through shooting film, or what you might be interested in, or if you have any questions while developing an interest to shoot film.
Yeah.
But for now, I think that is a wrap. So be sure to like and subscribe to our video. We also have a new Instagram that's up. So be sure to also follow us on Light Leak Podcast. We will be posting clips of, episode or the future upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next time. And don't forget, keep developing.
Yeah.